Hello Scorpio, welcome into my channel. I'm Trace and you're watching Earth Star. I'm bringing you your cards for January, and I'm going to start off with a little theme card for you to see what your theme card is for right now. Right, Scorpio, I hope you've had an amazing break over the December period. Back into 2026 now, heads down, focusing on the way forward. Let's see what's coming through for you for the month of January, and even might even pertain to the whole year. So you've got the Hermit card. I'm going to leave it at the side here. Have a look at that for a bit, and I'm going to draw your tarot cards. If you're here for the first time, thank you for joining me. I really enjoy the comments that come through, the chats that people have with me. Please consider subscribing if you like what you see and giving me a thumbs up. And to those who are here, who are supporting me, who come back all the time, I really appreciate you. I really do. So I'm wishing you an amazing 2026. Scorpio, let's see what's coming through for you with your tarot cards. What is coming through for you for the month of January for you, Scorpio? I think those are nicely shuffled. Let's cut them in half. Let's break them and see, Scorpio. Intention, Scorpio, for the month. Right, you, how are you feeling right now? You've got the King of Wands. That is how you're coming into the month. Now, if you're not feeling like this, I understand it, because you've got the Hermit card, which a Hermit card is completely different to the King of Wands. The Hermit card is staying in your own lane, deciding what you want to do for yourself. Not quite sure. Perhaps you're feeling a little bit you're slow for the start of the year. But what Spirit is saying to you is you've got this energy inside of you that just wants to step up and get things done. You just want to get going. You just want to get your January going, your 2026 going. And that's a lovely energy. The King of Wands is the king of passion. He's a fire sign. He is out there and making things happen in his life. So that is what maybe is festering inside of you. But part of you is still thinking, I need to work something out for myself. I need to find the way how to get there. You have a look at this wand here. It's full of light. Maybe that's what you need to be doing now, is looking for that light. Second card, we're clarifying this Hermit card, and we've got the Knight of Cups. Now, the Knights are usually, in fact, court cards are either people around you or yourself. Now, this King of Wands, it's you, because I've asked specifically for this position to be you. But this Knight of Wands might be, this Knight of Cups might be people around you clarifying why you are hiding away. And Cups energy is from your heart. So it's your heart center. It's that chakra that comes out and gives you nurturing. It gives you hope. It gives you dreams and romantic love. So the Knight of Cups is saying to you here in the clarification card that perhaps people around you are pushing you to get into a relationship, or pushing you to enjoy your life, and all you want to really do is just work out what it is that you need to be doing. And this Knight of Cups is saying, if it's for you, if this is your energy, it's saying, take a deep breath and start maybe going back to what you have been dreaming about for years, and make that move. And your third card your third card is what you will accomplish this month. And I love that, because you're another major arcana, and this is the Hierophant card. Now look how this chap is connecting with this spice in here. The Hierophant card is about you being more in touch with your spiritual side. It's about finding people, tribes of people that are on the same. Perhaps you even might need to go to a mentor that can give you some kind of guidance to find that light back inside. Or if you are doing it all on your own and you're wanting to do cards, or you're wanting to connect with yourself, this Hierophant card is external spiritual guidance, external help. And you know, the traditional Hierophant card is saying to you too, as well, is that sometimes you need to just go back to tradition. You just need to go back to basics. And that's what this, keep it simple, get back to basics. So that is what you will accomplish this month. You'll get back to a place in yourself where you are now quieter. You're not so running on the spot and trying to get places and get overwhelmed. Your card is saying to you here from Spirit that what you will accomplish is this quiet journey that you need to be taking, this quiet spiritual self, connecting back to who you are. And that is what your theme card is. Isn't that just awesome? The next card I've got here is what you need to avoid. What is the obstacles that are coming your way? And you've got the Nine of Wands. Now, the Nine of Wands is usually the overwhelming, exhausting energy. It's that no boundary card. And you can see he's got his wand in his hand, and he's thinking, where do I put this? Where do I put that boundary? All those wands that are coming at me. Again, fire energy. So you've got a push-pull here about wanting to do things, but everybody around you is perhaps either negative or pushing boundaries with you or asking you to do things that they need you to do. So that's what you need to avoid this month of January, is that you're not anybody else's skivvy. You're not anybody else's tool. That's what makes you exhausted. So Spirit is saying to you now, try and avoid those kind of obstacles that are coming at you. Put your boundary up straight away. If somebody says to you, no, you have to do this, it has to be done that way. If you feel like saying no, say no. So that is that card. And then you've got your next card is what you should embrace this month. And you've got the Five of Swords. Now, Five of Swords is not a typical card to embrace, right? Five of Swords is about your ego. It's usually about that battle that you have with people around you. And this is now going with your avoidance, because Scorpio, you do have that little sting in your tail where you can say to people, you know what, I've actually warned you, get the hell away from me. So embrace that side of you. Embrace that side that's got that strength inside of you to say, you know what, don't push my boundaries. The Five of Swords in a typical reading would be a warning to say to you, please just don't win at all costs. Don't let your ego get to you. Don't be nasty about it. So in this aspect of embracing, you need to embrace that side of you. You need to embrace that you can win by putting up boundaries. So I'm putting that there for you, and that's a very unusual reading for you. But Spirit has given it to you. Support yourself in the way that you know where your boundaries are, and put the sting in the tail out there if you need to, because you don't want to be exhausted. And this Hermit card is saying to you, in that boundary, in that embracing, you will find yourself. You will find your light back again, and you won't be so exhausted. The support available to you, you've got the High Priestess, another major arcana. And the High Priestess is saying to you, Scorpio, that you know deep down inside what is right and wrong. There doesn't have to be voicing. There doesn't have to be screaming and shouting. There doesn't have to be that fighting with anybody else. This is a card to say, you know what, you know what's happening around you. You've got intuition that is very deep in your water sign. And Scorpio, you know that. You've almost got this feeling inside of you, know when things are going to happen. You know when you meet somebody and you've got this little tweak inside of you saying, oh, there's something about that person that I'm just not gelling with. And that's the support around you. Spirit is saying to you, we're going to give you those tools. You're going to use them. So make sure you use those tools, because you know what's right and what's wrong for yourself. And Spirit is saying to you, use it. Don't waste that energy of yourself, because that is your support. That is your little tool that is absolutely a blessing for you. Because water signs, we have those. When I say we, I'm a Pisces, so that's why I'm bringing that in there. But use that now as your support and advantage for yourself. Know when you can put that boundary up and say to those people around you, I am now retreating. I need to have time on my own, and there's nothing wrong with that. And the action to take in this month, you've got Page of Swords. Again, swords are that thinking, doing, communication energy. And I didn't mention over here, but what you need to embrace is, even though you might have a sharp tongue, even though you might have these racing thoughts in your head, refine them into how you can win in the situation. And that's what the action card here is, this Page of Swords. Now, pages are usually young energy. They come into a reading where you need to regroup and get back to basics, and it's falling under your Hierophant card here, back to basics, which I love. So the action you need to take here is, perhaps instead of using your ego here, embrace the fact that you can use your words very diplomatically and use your communication very diplomatic. And that's the Page of Swords here, saying to you, go on a new adventure with yourself. Explore the self of you that this year you're not offending anybody, you're not letting them exhaust you, but you are on a sort of a more diplomatic way of being. And this clarification card here, this Knight of Cups, is actually saying, open your heart center to that. Soften yourself a little bit, but put your boundary up. So you got this push-pull here in your reading. And it feels like, Scorpio, it feels like a lot of people are challenging you at the moment, but you can step up into what you need to do in life, because taking this time on your own and having that little clarification of just finding what's important to you, because this is the Hermit card is all about. It's about, you know, like during the pandemic times, a lot of us found that a part of us that we didn't realize was there in our lives. The rat race stopped. And this is what the Hermit card is about, stopping that rat race and just connecting with what benefits you. Perhaps in 2025, you spent money unnecessarily, or you invited people into your life unnecessarily. And this Page of Swords is saying you're going to have a complete new way of thinking, a complete new action forward. And it's a very welcoming, fresh energy for you for January, for 2026. So now we're going to go through to your guidance from Spirit card. This is a beautiful oracle deck that I got as a gift. And you've got one jumping out here, Scorpio. So let's see what it says for you. It says reincarnation, the forest floor. Now, when you think about a beautiful forest and how leaves are falling, how mushrooms are forming, and how the forest floor regenerates itself, that is what Spirit has given you here. And I would say that's an absolute perfect wound-up message for you. You're going to do things differently this year, because all the rubbish, all the nonsense that you've absorbed over all these years, 2025 and before, this is saying to you, you are now going to hermit yourself so that you can have a turning point. And you know, when you have this reincarnation type of feeling for yourself, that is when you rejuvenate your spirit here and here, and that's the system will allow you to make choices differently. You are using that rubbish and all that nonsense in your life to bring fertilizer into your life. And this is a beautiful growing energy for you. So I would say that your January is going to bring you this growing light inside of you. So how can you be kinder to yourself? Set yourself intentions and be in that newbie energy of this page here. That's the action you need to take. Your thoughts need to be different, and all that forest floor gunge that was collected over the years, you're not going to let that fester anymore. You're going to use it as fertilizer and manure to grow yourself. Now I'm going to read you from the book here. It's a quick message. It says the forest floor will tell you that death is life. For what dies in the forest decomposes and becomes fuel of living things. In a metaphorical sense, we go through many deaths in our lifetime on earth, deaths of identities, versions of ourselves. Have you ever seen an old photo of yourself and thought, oh, I'm not that person anymore? Exactly. And this is what you need to embrace. You need to embrace the new way of being. And heartbreak is death as well. Moving houses is a death. Even moving a country is a death. But changing careers in your life is also a path configuration. So figure out what you have been and where you're going. Even an exhale of death. We inhale and exhale every single day. We dance with the life of death. So what part of you needs to die at this time? Let it go, and then rise from the ashes like a phoenix. Use your decay as a fertilizer for your sprouts. Gosh, that is such a lovely message for you, Scorpio. And I think this is why you've got this Hermit card, because the Hermit card wants you to get back to basics and to keep it simple so that you aren't on that same treadmill of what you were on in 2025. Now I'm going to end off your reading with a little emotional card about your feelings, a immunology card, and one flipped over there for you. I'm going to use it. And it says there, don't let your past hold you back. Now the South Node, if you know astrology, is a node in your path where it's energy of what you were before. If you believe in reincarnation, that is what your live lessons were and all those lives that you went through. So there's a little bit of memory in us, in all of us. Sometimes, you've been to a place and you think, oh, I know that place, or you have a feeling about a person. So it's saying to you now, even though you had those experiences, don't let that past hold you back. And I think that is exactly what everything is saying here, is whatever you've been through, the people, the careers, the way you were treated, or the way you have been thinking, don't let that hold you back. Don't let that tarnish what you're going through now in 2026. Let it be a fresh new way of thinking. Let it be a fresh new start for yourself. And I think that is what you're going to ask yourself. How can I let that manure be left behind, but use the goodness of it to make myself this most amazing person? So Scorpio, that's a very deep message for you. And being a water sign, I know you will appreciate that. So I hope that helps you for your January. And take this message in and just contemplate it, and just take some time to be on your own and develop who you are, because this is your divine privilege. Use what tools you have around you. I'm wishing you an amazing 2026 and January, and I'll chat to you soon, Scorpio. Take care.